Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are ready. I hope you're ready to have to take a shower in a short amount of time because I'm about to show you some clips from the new Joe Rogan Elon Musk interview. And ladies and gentlemen, it is a suck and fuck fest to the max.
All right. So we're just going to go ahead and hit pause right there. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So in this clip, we are going to watch Kyle Kulinski dismantle and destroy Joe Rogan and Elon Musk, of course. You know, Joe Rogan's been trying to tap back into his former audience, his older audience. It seems like that's what Joe Rogan's been trying to do. And Joe Rogan is not receiving good enough reception from Joe Rogan's viewers. So Kyle Kulinski, of course, spares no, doesn't mince any words when it comes to talking about Joe Rogan. And Kyle Kulinski will dismantle and destroy Joe Rogan because that's what Kyle Kulinski always does when given the opportunity. So without any further, time taken, let's go ahead and get into this clip.
People don't get their malaria medication, their HIV medication, and people are fucking dying because of that. But Rogan is not interested in that. He's interested in playing patty cakes, bakers, man. I hope I'm in the club, and I hope you guys like me. Yay! All right, so here we go. Let's start. Here we have them talking about Trump.
Biden administration was not exactly my best friend, especially after I, helped Trump get elected. Get elected, which, I mean, some people still think, Trump is like the devil, basically. And I mean, I think Trump actually is not perfect, but he's not evil. Trump is.
Motherfucker, you said he was in the Epstein files. You said he was in the Epstein files. That's what you said. You called it. And by the way, you were right. But now he's not evil? So you're telling me there are people who were best friends with Jeffrey Epstein who are not evil, according to you? Which, by the way, let's also point out, remember, there was a story that just came out not that long ago. You know who else is in the Epstein files? Elon Musk. Is Joe Rogan going to push him on that? I wouldn't hold your breath on that one. Because remember, this is what we know about Trump. There's literally a picture of Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, and Trump is handing a big check to Jeffrey Epstein, buying a girl. They say, oh, it was a joke, hee hee ha ha. Look, I'm buying a girl from the world's most prolific pedophile sex trafficker. Hee hee hee, isn't that funny? Tee hee. So we know that, we've seen the picture. Michael Wolff says there's literally a picture of Trump that Epstein has, where Trump's got a stain on his pants and there's two girls of an uncertain age bending over laughing in front of him. Is this gonna... He's not evil. I don't know what you're talking about. He's fucking murking innocent Venezuelan fishermen off the coast of the Caribbean with zero evidence whatsoever of any wrongdoing, but he's not evil. He's not evil at all. I can't, man. I mean, this is just astonishing to me. A guy who... Epstein is on tape saying Trump was my best friend for a decade. I mean, we literally have a situation where Trump hosted a party at Mar-a-Lago. It was a private event with...
I do have to kind of move past just a little bit on this part because what happens is that Kyle's going to use a lot of words that I'm not going to be able to... I can't mess around. Let's just put it that way. However, Kyle does make a serious point, not just a serious point, but a strong point in the fact that Elon Musk did put out Donald Trump like... Elon Musk, I remember that day when Elon Musk tweeted what Elon Musk tweeted about Trump, and it was crazy. It was crazy. So it just shows you how these people forget. They just do whatever. Sometimes I really do believe the Matrix is real, but sometimes it's fun, so I continue to play in it. But yeah, let's get back to the clip. But also, guys, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and the notification bell. I did notice that people are subscribing to the channel, and I do appreciate you guys for subscribing, your comments, everything. Let's get back into it.
I don't understand.
Not evil. I spent a lot of time with him, and he's a product of his time, but he's not evil.
No, I don't think he's evil either. But if you look at the media coverage...
The media treats him like he's super evil, yeah.
It's pretty shocking if you look at the amount of negative coverage. Like, one of the things that I looked at the other day was mainstream media coverage of you, Trump, a bunch of different public figures, and then
it's like
Mamdani.
96% negative or something crazy.
Yeah. And then Mamdani, which is like 95% positive.
Fucking good. However negative it is on Trump, it's not negative enough. However negative it is on Elon Musk, it's not fucking negative enough. Not because I have some sort of innate hatred towards these people. No, because objectively, what they do in the world. They make these disgusting decisions that ruin people's lives, and then they whine that you're not giving them 50-50 coverage. Then, of course, if you do give them 50-50 coverage, they complain it's not 100% positive. So this is, it is incredible. This is such a fucking low IQ moment from Joe Rogan. Oh, they say 96% negative. It should be way more than that. Richard Hanania wrote an article on this where he argued the media is totally biased in favor of Trump. Why? Because on a daily basis, he does like 12 different things that are legacy defining that should end his fucking presidency. And the media can't even catch up. They can't keep up. They can only cover like one or two of those things. So in a sense, you're biased in favor of him because you can't even cover all the negative shit he does.
Well, and also let's not forget that this administration has gone to war with the media. I do believe that they're answering mostly to their Zionist donors, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because, that kind of gives them a bit of an excuse, like a bit of a veil to hide behind. When you look at the new Pentagon press pool, you'll see that the people that have been chosen now are people like Tim Pool, his company, whether he's going to be there or not, Jack Posobiec's company, all of this, some girl named Brianna Morello, who like every 10 seconds is talking about, almost every 10 seconds anyway, talking about Islam is taking over the West, Qatar, that kind of nonsense and everything, refuses to be real about who's really taking over. But these are the people that are going to be speaking from the Pentagon, the Department of War. And so these are Trump's, I think, is Benny Johnson's name included? And let me tell you something. Shout out to them. Shout out to them for getting their bag and working hard and doing whatever networking they need to do, however they do it to get there. But I'm sorry, these are serious times, and it's called the Department of War, and these people are going to cover Trump now. They love Trump. They love this administration. There's not going to be any pushback. There's not. You know what I mean? This is too serious to make a game out of, but this is what we'll end up getting. So it's it is basically slanted to one side. I'm shocked that Joe Rogan says that there's positive coverage of Mamdani. I am not a Mamdani supporter because I think that he's riding the wave of anti-Zionism and he just really doesn't mean it. That's my own personal thing, but be clear, the media hasn't been that much nice to him either. But these people, it's just funny how they just see things now. It really is.
It's literally a Steve Bannon strategy, this rolling thunder strategy. Do fucking a dozen things in any given day that are just over the top and extreme, and the media just can't keep up with you. But here they are going, oh, they're being too anti-Trump. Are you kidding me? Here's just an example of some things that Trump deserved way more negative coverage than he fucking got. He killed an increase in overtime pay for millions of people in this country. Nobody talked about that. This is the only show in the fucking country that talked about that. He killed a $15 minimum wage for federal contractors that Biden had signed. He got rid of it. He opposed the PRO Act and a minimum wage increase. He destroyed the NLRB, making it so people can't join unions, which lowers their pay and lowers their benefits and makes all that stuff worse. He destroyed the CFPB, which again is like the anti-scam police that protects you from getting fucking scammed. He outsourced hundreds of thousands of jobs. These are not things, other people don't even talk about these things. We talk about them on this show because I'm a fucking policy nerd and I'm obsessed with this shit, but this is what mainstream media should be doing.
Well, yeah, and they don't. But the thing is, some of these policies I have to be careful. I don't think that the government should strike anything as far as where people cannot join the union, but I am not a union girl because I see how those get bought out too. I'm sorry, bro. You want me to be, you want me to pretend everything works the way it's supposed to? I can't pretend. So I just see it. I see the corruption. I don't like it. I call it out, It is what it is. But Kyle is right. They've calmed down, especially when you have Barry Weiss buying the media. Okay, and excuse me. Not buying the media, just being put in place to control CBS. It's a wrap. I wonder how much is really happening out here that we don't know about. It's very scary to think about. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.